everyone, I hope that you're all doing alright today. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you had a good weekend. I only did one video last week, so I feel like I've not talked to you as much as I would have liked to, but hopefully normal sort of schedule will resume. I've been a bit unwell recently with my antidepressants and everything, side effects and all that, but I'm hoping that that kind of sorts itself out because I've actually got a doctor's appointment today and I'm going to be like, listen, I've had enough of this, help me please and make this fatigue feeling go away, because honestly it's had me in tears, to be fair. Like, I laugh about it because it's like, I don't know, like that's just how I cope with stuff, I guess. I like kind of joke about it, laugh about it, but I've been extremely fatigued and it's made making content next to impossible because my brain is just like, nope, not doing it, sorry. But anyway, enough about that. I feel like I moan about it in every video. Today we're going to be building a tiny house, and this is a tiny pastel house, or pastel. I never know whether to say pastel or pastel. I feel like when you say pastel, that's like the posh version, or like putting a bit of like French on it. But pastel is like fruit pastels, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'll probably say a bit of both. My accent kind of does weird stuff with words like that. But anyway, it's the Pastel Pop Kit, I think it's called, the one that Pumbella collaborated with the Sims team for. And I just want to say, like, before I even get into the build and talking about it and whatever, this kit is really cute. There's some really cute items in it that I just wouldn't have never thought that we were like missing from the game. There's a carpet that we got with it that's like very like shaggy looking, looks really cute, and there's also some like wall decorations, some paintings. They just look really good. There's little cute items, like obviously it's a kit so you don't get loads of stuff, but I think it's a nice little kit. Not my usual style, I wouldn't say. Like, it's quite colourful, even though it's like pastel. It's like, you know what I mean, it's not my usual thing that I would normally be like, oh, I like that. I've not used the everyday clutter kit yet. Oh my god, I feel like I can't speak today. I've not used the everyday clutter kit, but I haven't even looked at it properly. I've only really seen it from like screenshots and stuff. But I'm looking forward to doing a build with that as well. But yeah, I wanted to do a little pastel kind of house using that kit, and I also used the, what is it called, High School Years expansion pack. There's quite a few items in that kind of match this sort of style. I didn't watch Pumbella's video on it yet, but I think it's kind of inspired by like Danish pastel sort of stuff. I'm not entirely sure, I might be wrong on that, but I feel like I've heard that mentioned before in somebody else's video, like they were talking about it. Maybe it was one of Aveline's videos. I'm not entirely sure. I feel like maybe it were even Pumbella herself, but I've not watched the video yet. I wanted to like play with it, whatever. To be fair, I've not even watched a lot of YouTube recently. I've been watching Twitch streams though. I was watching, oh my god, who was I watching the other day now? That is so annoying. Oh, watching Jasmine Paris, my good friend Jasmine. And then I'm watching It's Troz on Twitch as well, who I think has just started a YouTube channel. She was mentioning it in the stream that I was watching yesterday. So if she did, then I'll put that in the description. She's a really talented builder, just amazing. You probably heard of her, but if not, she's really good. But yeah, I feel like I'm doing a lot of rambling in this video, so I'll try and stay on topic as best I can. But yeah, the kit's really cute, and like I said, I used the High School Years expansion pack. It's got similar colours more than anything. Like, the style's not exactly the same, you know what I mean, but it's got very similar colours and swatches that kind of fit together quite well. And I don't know, I just felt like doing a tiny house. Thought that the pastel kind of stuff would suit a tiny house, and built this one in Willow Creek. I was kind of looking for the right sort of world for ages. I think I started off in Newcrest and then I couldn't find a lot that I liked the look of, and then I wasn't really sure what sort of style house to do. I weren't sure if I wanted it to look like a cottage or what. I think it looks like a cottage, but I think it also looks like it fits pretty well in Willow Creek. And yeah, I quite like how it turned out. The exterior colour scheme does change quite a bit near the end. I don't think I recorded myself changing it because I think I sort of did it last minute. And also I was using the get together columns to start off with, but I ended up deleting them for like the final version. So screenshots and like the thumbnail, obviously it's got those columns on, but in the final build it's just base game, High School Years, and the Pastel Pop Kit. But yeah, I had a lot of fun building this one. It was very sort of relaxing to do. I finished kind of half of it today, not much, just sort of going around the build playtesting and adding a bit more like things to it. I think I finished off the garden and that. But I had a lot of fun doing it. I mean, it's raining, like I said today. Did I say that? Either way, it's raining. It's a very like dark, horrible day. It's gross outside actually. It's absolutely vile, but it's just nice being inside and like the rain's on the window and I've got my dressing gown on and I've got like my lamp on and it's just cozy. I've got a candle in here with me. It's been right nice. One of my favourite sort of environments to build in. The only thing I think would make it better is if it were like a storm or something, but I'll settle for rain. The only thing that is like ruining my day is the fact that I've got to go out in it. But you know what, it's fine. I'll have to put my raincoat on. But yeah, I do want to say as well, I initially started off with what you call it, there's a wallpaper that's in base game. It's one of my favourite wallpapers. I was trying so hard to go with the pastel wallpapers. I just could not settle on one. Near the end of the build I do kind of change it up and I go with some more like brighter colours and that. I'm just not used to building with like so much colour, even though it's pastel, so it's like a softer tone. It's not, you know, like bright rainbow in your face. It is a very like vibrant kit. The swatches are really nice and everything, and with my reshade it just kind of exaggerates it even more. I kind of wish I'd have done a few screenshots of it without reshade on, just to kind of show you what it looks like without it. If you do use reshade and you use the Dove Kindle Spice preset, I mean I use G shade, which is like reshade but a little bit different, but I use the Dove Kindle Spice preset. It just really makes everything like more vibrant anyway, and this kit it just pops even more, so it looks really nice. But yeah, I think it was just a little bit different for me and not my usual style, but I think I did all right with it. In the living room I started off with like a very pastel like blue, but I think I ended up changing it, and I ended up changing the flooring as well, and I think I also changed a few of the appliances in the kitchen. I started off with this like blue counter and then I went with a different sort of blue because I thought I liked the counter colour, like the top part, but the cupboard part I thought it was just a little bit too like muted. It weren't like popping as much as I wanted it to, so I changed it to a different blue swatch. And then partway through doing the kitchen I think I changed the oh my god, what are they called now, the cooker and the fridge. I changed those to like I think pink or maybe blue or maybe green, I can't remember. You'll see when I do it, but I changed the colours, but I changed them to like the crappy version because I thought they were the only appliances that had different colours, you know, like the cheapest ones. But then I ended up changing it like right near the end. In fact I think I did it off camera again. There were a couple of things that I changed, so the screenshots will look a little bit different. It's just because when I came back to like get the screenshots just now, I mean I did a little bit of building in the garden this morning, but the majority of the build I finished yesterday, so because I looked at it with like new eyes, it were like I was seeing things that I didn't really like as much as I did like the day before. So I changed a couple of things, and I think what I changed it to just looks a little bit better and makes it just sort of fit together pretty well. But yeah, like I said, I had a lot of fun building this one. It was very difficult though, just like I said, the colours and stuff, it's just not my usual thing. I don't know why. I think it's just I'm not somebody that like gravitates towards lots of colours, do you know what I mean? I'm a very like grey, black, beige sort of person when it comes to my own like personal style. I think when it comes to like decor, I do like pops of colour. Like I'm very into like green at the minute. I had like a pink phase not too long ago where I changed everything in my living room, like the accent colours to pink. But for the most part I do like black, white, neutral, wood tones. Like I'm very much like a basic person when it comes to stuff like that, so it would definitely out of my comfort zone. But if you are like me and you tend to build kind of like the same things over and over, or you gravitate to like the same colours over and over, I definitely recommend this one. It does sort of push you out of your comfort zone a little bit, and even if you don't obviously make a full pastel build, the pieces that we do get are really nice like individually. So say if you built like a regular house that's not super colourful, you could still use some of the items. And there is a couple of more muted swatches, like I think there's a white swatch in most of the stuff, and yeah, I just really like it. And I love the little paintings that we got, and there's a candle that we got with it as well that looked really cute. It's like a little noodle candle, and we also got this like salt lamp. I don't know if it has any gameplay effects, like if it affects your Sims mood. It would be cool if it did, but I don't know. If not, then it don't, but it looks really nice either way. And yeah, it's just just the whole thing. I think it looks really cute. And we also got a couple of rugs as well, which look really nice as well. But I'm not going to go over like each individual thing because I could just literally say every single item is really cute. But yeah, I just like it. I just like it. But yeah, then I thought I'd show doing the bathroom just because, you know, it's a tiny build. I usually do the bathroom in a tiny build just to sort of show you what I did and that. And oftentimes when I cut out the bathroom, it's usually because it's either repetitive or it's like basic and boring, or, you know, it's quite a big build, or the video is like a certain length and I just don't really see the point in including footage of the bathroom. But I tried to go with the pastel theme in the bathroom. I don't think I really pulled it off that much. But it's a really small space, so I didn't want to like overdo it, so I kept it quite like simple, a little bit of pastel but not too much. And then for the bedroom, this is probably my favourite room just because I think this is where I really like tried my best to kind of not overdo it but really go with the pastel theme and like mix and match colours and stuff like that. When I placed that like lilac shaggy carpet, I just thought, oh my god, I love this, I want this in my house. It looks really like comfy to walk on because it's like freezing and raining at the minute. When I was like editing as well and getting screenshots and playtesting, I was just like, oh, I want a carpet like that. My office is carpeted, but it's kind of just like a cheap basic carpet. It does job, you know what I mean, it keeps your feet warm and it's like comfortable, but yeah, I'd love a carpet like that. I feel like carpet's on its way out in England though. I feel like more and more people are getting hardwood flooring like throughout the house, which, you know, it looks great, and in the summertime I'm sure it's amazing, but in winter I don't know how people do it. It must cost an absolute fortune to heat your homes. We live in a colder country and our winters can be quite cold, obviously, compared to some people's countries. I mean, I've got a friend from Finland, and when we tell him like what the temperature is, he's like, oh, that's jacket weather. And I'm like, it's literally -5 degrees, what you want about jacket weather? But obviously, you know, everybody feels the weather differently, and if you grow up in a cold country I'm sure you get used to it. But it's freezing in the UK and our houses are not really built that well for like cold weather. They kind of are in a sense, like they're built to keep the heat in, but they're just not that great at doing that, hence why most of our houses are like fully carpeted and everything. But yeah, I like the look of wood flooring and I tend to do wood flooring in my builds, but practicality wise and heating wise, carpet all the way, even though they obviously do get dirty and you have to like pay to clean them and all that stuff, but you know, whatever. But yeah, for the bedroom it does look a little bit cramped. I will say it looks like it's not going to be functional, but it is. It's all fully play tested, and I kind of had a bit of a struggle with what I wanted to do in the corner. Like I wanted to use those little cube units from the high school years pack, but I couldn't figure out what I wanted it to look like, so I just ended up making a little cube unit of my own and then just put some decorative items on it, some books and whatever else. Not really sure what type of sim would live here because it's so colourful and like mixy matchy with all the colours. I would say maybe a creative person lives here, I don't know. I also didn't realise until right at the end that we got a laptop with the kit, which is really cool that we got a laptop with it. It's kind of like, I don't even know how to explain it, it looks kind of futuristic, looks really cool, but I ended up not putting it down just because I didn't discover it till right at the end. And I didn't really want to put it in the dining room, or the kitchen diner should I say, just because I thought it looked a little bit too out of place. But yeah, either way, we got some really cute items. And then I ended up going back and redecorating slightly in the living room, just to kind of change the wallpaper. And right near the end of the build, when I was playtesting off camera, I also put down some artwork which you'll see in the screenshots. Then for the back garden, wanted to keep it quite, you know, simple, basic, whatever. They've not got a ton of space, but they've got just the right amount in my opinion. It's not too big of a garden, but there's plenty of room for your Sims to sort of like chill out. Put down some sun loungers, a little barbecue area, some plants, and what else? A little gardening pot as well for your Sims to plant any plants that they want to plant. How many times have I said plant then? But yeah, then that's really about it for the build. I'd love to know your opinion though. Have you got the kit? Are you going to get it? Is it not your sort of thing? What's your opinion on, like, you know, content creators collaborating with the Sims? I love it. I think it's a really good idea. I wish that they would do it more with CC creators as well. Like, I don't see why both can't be a thing. I know a couple of people have said that they should do this with CC creators and not like people on YouTube and whatever else. I disagree. I think that there's room for, you know, collaborations with different people, and obviously they're doing the whole like CurseForge mod thing now, so there'll be like verified CC creators and stuff over on that. But I'm not fully up to date with what's happening with that. I've also heard that there's some problems, but I don't really know. But yeah, I like the idea of The Sims collaborating with content creators, whether that's CC creators or people that do YouTube, Twitch, whatever. But yeah, I really like it. I don't know exactly how much input Plumbella had. Like I said, I've not watched her video. So what I mean by that is I don't know like exactly what she came up with, or if it were just like a little meeting where you're like, I like this, this and this. Either way, good job to her, and good job to the Sims team on this kit. I really like it, and I'm excited to play with the everyday clutter one. That one is definitely going to be right up my street. It looks really cute. But anyway, I'm going to wrap up the voiceover now. I hope that you enjoy watching this one. I will be hopefully recording my 2,000 subscriber video today. I weren't sure whether to do it in like speed build form or do it like a live build, like you're watching me on screen, build it, renovate it like in real time, if you know what I mean. So not a speed build where I'm doing a voiceover after the fact. So I did a community poll on the community tab, and if you want to vote on that, you can go vote on it, but I think the vote is pretty heavily leaning towards doing a speed build. So I will be recording that today, hopefully. So keep an eye out for that. Hopefully it'll be ready for Friday. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go. I hope that you enjoy watching this build. I had a lot of fun building it, and if you do want to download it, my gallery ID is HutchPlays. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you all. I hope that you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you later. Bye.